This is starting to become an alarming trend for these Golden State Warriors. For the second straight game, everything was looking like sunshine and rainbows until we get to the fourth quarter where the wheels once again completely fell off. Warriors coming off their worst loss of the season in San Antonio where they blew that 17-point lead. On the flip side of things, Brooklyn coming in maybe off their best win of the season over the Sacramento Kings yesterday. Second night of a back-to-back for them, and early on it was looking like the Dubs were going to handle business. Moses Moody with the corner three. Very next possession, it's Buddy Hield's turn from the corner, the best bench in the NBA. It's up by 5 early in the second quarter and building momentum. Podziemski pump fake, steps to the side and knocks it down. Most encouraging part of this first half was the performance of Moses Moody off the bench. Moody with the basket there, now Steph leading the break to GP2 to the slicing Moody to the rim. Brooklyn down by 10 early stages of the third, but Cam Thomas keeping them in it. Step back three, he is so tough. But then moments later on the other end, everything felt like it was coming up Warriors. Steph for three. Literally moments later, everything coming up Warriors. Steph pulling up in transition. It's a 4-point play. He's dancing on the floor. Warriors were up by 18. Steph was dancing on the floor. It felt like this ball game was over. Now Dennis Schroeder hits a three. Next thing you know, the Nets got it within 3 and Schroeder ties the game. Last game, they blew a 17-point lead. Now they're up by 18 in this one, and Schroeder has taken that lead away. Some of these late-game mistakes also just self-inflicted. Nobody guards Shake Milton in transition. Brooklyn up by 3, 4:42 to go. I know most people might not know this, but the Nets are top 5 in three-pointers made. Very next possession, Schroeder down the lane, and here comes Trendon Watford with the floater. Warriors are thinking this can't possibly happen again, can it? Steph responds with a 3. But this was Olympic Dennis making an appearance, and 1 moments later, right back at you. Now with a minute to go, salt in the Warriors' wound. Dennis to Trendon Watford. The Nets felt like they couldn't miss. Back-to-back games, back-to-back giant blown leads. Check out this tweet. Warriors led the Nets by 18 points with just over 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Steve Kerr then sat Steph Curry for the next 9 minutes of game time. Everybody's going to talk about the Warriors side of things, but the Nets also deserve a ton of credit. They won this game without Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton, Day'Ron Sharpe, Ben Simmons, Cam Johnson, who left after the second quarter, and Cam Thomas, who left in the early third. So much respect for this dude once again. 31 points tonight, 17 of them in the fourth quarter. The Nets with back-to-back road wins. Want to know why games like this are so important for Golden State? It's because look at their upcoming schedule. OKC, at Phoenix, at Denver, home Houston, versus Minnesota, at Memphis, at Minnesota. Where's the easy game in that? You have to win the games that you are on paper supposed to.